It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Packers, and it's coming up next.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with their opponents. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And that's the kind of streak you don't see too often in today's NFL since there's so much parity. So the way they've played has been truly remarkable.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. The coaches always say when you...
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
On now is the Packers punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
He enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't he?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns with 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Yeah, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try and eliminate the interception. He wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries, 134 yards, and the score, too.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his
receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On second down, it's Ford, and they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. This is Ford. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards remain on second down. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up at the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Armadillos have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing is Hurts. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. On 3rd down, Ford. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and he hoped to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's French. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. Now back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
We often hear the phrase short-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
On first down, it's French, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Partner, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Forced out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. The Packers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Hurts. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down now. It's French, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Right back to him on first down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The Packers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And now the rookie's free. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
6, touchdown.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. To throw again on second down. Hurts. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Back to throw. That's complete to Tony. And he is going to have a Packers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On first down, Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. To throw again on second down. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw again. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On now is the Packers punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll run on first down. French. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now they'll run on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Hands it off out of the gun. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's French. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He finds his man, complete. That's long. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Back to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Harrington. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 6 there on first. Back to throw again. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Armadillos go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts, and they go back to Tony. It's complete this time. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals who have the lead in the second quarter. Joe Burrow, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, it's up to Highmark Stadium to check in on the Bills. And they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Josh Allen has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Panthers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the 3rd and 4th quarters. Meanwhile, for the Packers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's French, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. On first down, French. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Lets this one rip toward Graham. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play there for Houston. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And this offense has really just been humming all game long. So to me, they're just saying, we want to finish this one off in the third quarter so we can coast home in the fourth. And this is just a tremendous play. Something we've seen time and again from this offense.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a first and goal.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's French, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
Make it happen.
A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Armadillos take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Partner,
join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Looking to throw. Flushed, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll look to throw here. Open man right side is Tony. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Escape, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got room. And he's got this down to the 35.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Wilkinson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Well, look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football, but right now they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now back to throw.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chatter right now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. He'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
But these Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Hurts. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. And now out comes Houston. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
First down, Armadillos.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. French, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. It's French. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. They run the counter. French. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he comes back with one complete. But first down, Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. To throw again on second down. Hurts. And that'll be caught by Tony. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll make it third and goal. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Houston's offense taking over again. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
We got this.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 116 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's French. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 26. And the Packers are right back in this football game. Now that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts completes it to Hardman. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Houston set to take over. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's long. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a halt. A big pickup there on the scramble. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stop good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's French. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Fights loose, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick here is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for our visitors, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.